Okay, let's give this a shot. This is the asynchronous lesson for either Tuesday the 9th or Wednesday the 10th, whether you're A day or B day, and it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Due dates are all the same, so it's fine. The goal is to go over the two different steps you need to do to wrap up your digital scene in addition to actually completing your digital scene. One is worksheet 2 of 2, and the other is creating a PDF of your work with a where you put a rectangle around your example of abstraction. Now, this is a well, we'll talk about this in a second. The code print website, it's super easy. It may look like there's a lot of assignments here in quick succession, but we're going to do this entire the code print thing right now. I'll show you. It takes 1 second. And worksheet 2 of 2, we'll go over most of it. And the digital scene we've been working on for a while now. So let's take a look at worksheet 2 of 2. Let's go ahead and we will open it up from here. And the first step is copying the share link from your project in here. I'll be actually grading it through your code.org accounts, but this is a good place to have a backup of to access it. All you need to do is in AppLab, go to share and copy your document or copy the link from here. You'll share, click on that, copy it, go over here, and in here, paste it. Okay, it's fine if it doesn't come through as a link. It's fine either way. Okay, next part. The written response portions are designed to mimic the submission process or written responses that have to do with the AP project digital portfolio thing. Everybody has to do this. Always have to say, regardless of you're taking the test or the AP test or not, this part of the curriculum is just designed to prepare people for it. It's designed in a way that will help prepare you for that if you are taking the test, but if you're not taking the test, it's just the curriculum. So the first question, and well, a lot of these questions, at least 2A and 2B, are the project that you do or that will be done later is going to be a little bit bigger than this. So when they ask, like in this one, when they ask about the incremental and iterative development process, it just means talk about the order that you design things. When we get to the project, it will make a little more sense. For this first one, identify a programming language, either JavaScript or AppLab. Okay, we'll count what does the program do and what should the user expect to see when they run the program. Self-explanatory. Must not exceed 150 words. That doesn't mean you need to get to 142. It means don't overthink it. Okay. 2B, describe the incremental and iterative process. Okay. What are some steps that you did? You can think about top-down design, or how you came up with the ideas and that sort of thing. Question 2C is about a different topic. It's about algorithms, which we're not doing. This unit is about abstraction. And part 2 or 2D is where you explain your example, at least one example of abstraction, because your project needs to have at least one example of abstraction. A great example is a function that uses parameters. That makes things a lot easier to have one function that can handle a lot of different circumstances, which that's the point of parameters, and you're going to talk about it. Now, the part where it says use Baker's code print, Baker Franke is a programmer that works for code.org, and he has created a online tool that will help you do this. It saves a ton of work. It's super easy to use, and sorry about that. I have a squawky baby. So this second part, which is the code print assignment, it's a separate assignment on Canvas. It's only worth 5 points. It takes 2 seconds to do. You can go to the website from here on the calendar, or it's also linked in Worksheet 2 of 2. And when you get there, it looks like this. And the way it works is the top is where you put your code, and then the bottom is where you can draw on top of it with up to 3 different rectangles and up to 3 different ovals. The ovals are for when we get to the algorithm part, so we're just using the rectangles, and all you need to do is highlight the portion of your code that you consider abstraction. This is not that, so this is not my code. This is just what's going to be here when you get there. So when you get here, you should clear everything out, give your project a title, digital scene project, something like that, maybe a name, whoop, caps locks, and then go to your code, and you can highlight the blocks and copy it, or it's probably easier to just go to text mode and do Control A for all, Control C for copy. Go back here, put your cursor somewhere up here in the top box, and do Control V for paste. Then all of your code will show up down here, and all you need to do is find your example of abstraction, what's once again a function that uses parameters, and then highlight that with a single rectangle, and then you go up here to print. You print as a PDF, and I think it will come out. Let's see what this looks like. We can go desktop, and when you print as a PDF, did it show up? Yeah. It'll look like this. It'll just have your code, and your rectangle will be there. And this PDF is what you hand into that second assignment that's on Canvas, called Code Print PDF. We just did the whole thing. That's how long it took. And that part that you wrap a rectangle around is the part that you're talking about. Okay, how that specific example of abstraction helps manage complexity. Okay, and make sure you stay on top of due dates. That I've spread these out just so that you can see them as separate things. I will see A students on Thursday, B students on Friday, and I can answer any questions about this. The due dates are here, and the final due date for the digital scene will be here. Even if you're not done with the scene, if you copy your share link into this box, that's fine, because it's always linked to that project. Even if you make changes afterwards, it will still work. Plus, this is sort of a backup for a backup for being able to get to your account, so it's fine. And that's it. Okay, so I mean, obviously this is where the video that you're watching will be linked, so it looks a little different. And it's a YouTube video, so it's not going to expire the way Zoom recordings do. So this will be up if you miss out, and of course pause it and go back and listen to the explanation. Okay, so that's it for today. Get that done, and I'll answer any questions next time I see you. All right, have a good one.